Yo, what's good? Skano. In an ironic turn of events, there are countless white Maga farmers flooding the internet, you know, and they are pleading for some type of assistance, in light of this deportation situation, which was, like I said, primarily most of these food corporations were relying on the illegals. Some of these companies employed up to over 90% of their workforce was illegals. So now that ICE is sweeping them up out of here, you got a gang of white MAGA farmers online, raising hell. Like I said, they pleading, somebody, anybody. Remember when I was saying one of Trump's primary running points, was this deportation was going to free up a lot of jobs that should have been occupied by blacks. Saying that the illegals were taking up black jobs. And I was like, what exactly is he, what does he mean by that? I mean, just black jobs. I thought this was an American issue. You know what they really thought, man? I'm saying the farmers too. They really thought after they swept out these illegals, like I said, which was like over 90% of the food production workforce, they thought black people was gonna get out in them fields, man. That's what they really thought. And like I said, man, I am no stranger to a hard day's work. I am not getting in no goddamn fields. I am not picking no damn, I'm not doing that, man. That's too damn close to slavery. It brings back bad memories. I'm not doing that. That would be anyway. And I think a majority of FBAs feel the same way. Black folks not trying to get in them damn fields, man. Y'all better get them illegals back over here, like I said. Anyway, so, they are going crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? These farmers are going bankrupt, food spoiling in the fields, and we gonna pay the price at the grocery stores, trust me. So, how did y'all not plan for this? But like I said, what they thought, So, who I have not seen online? I haven't heard a peep from black farmers. Yeah, there are black farmers. They're always happy. Y'all didn't know that. You don't hear nothing from black farmers because nothing has really changed for them. They didn't have the luxury of, bank loans. They get discriminated against for bailouts, the grants, these subsidies. You know what I'm saying? Black farmers have always been on the outside looking in when it comes to the benefits, with the sponsorships, things of that nature. Farm bureaus, they have their own black farmers excluded. So nothing has changed for them, man. They still getting it, and they gonna keep getting it, just like we always been. So I'm seeing stories popping up from everywhere from Iowa, Indiana, Texas, even rural Ohio, of black farmers saying that people are trying to yeah, the usual suspects. Sabotage, you know what I'm saying? Their farms, set a fire to their farms, destroy their crops, But black folks, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. It ain't gonna be any more Rosewoods, no more Black Wall Streets. And by that I mean, we are not going to allow, you know what I'm saying, outsiders to come and destroy, the progress that has been made. So these farmers are, taking up arms, and they willing to do whatever it takes to protect their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? This shit never ceases to fail, man. They just cannot stand. They cannot stand to see black folks getting it without their help. Let alone, outperforming them. So like I said, these black farmers, man, they still doing their thing. You don't hear them online crying and complaining. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, they've been excluded from every benefit that these white farmers, have benefited from for decades. Yet and still, they just, you know what I'm saying? Just doing their thing. So, I don't know, y'all, maybe y'all white farmers, maybe y'all need to employ some of these Maga members. Y'all supposed to look out for each other, I thought. Where they at? Employ them. You know what I'm saying? But nowhere to be found, I guess. But as I said, man, and this is what I call short-sightedness. See, y'all try to pull the woo-woo. Y'all, these politicians think they so damn slick, right? But black folks ain't going for the woo-woo anymore. So it won't be no black folks out in them. Like I said, y'all better y'all better get them illegals back over here somehow, some way. Get them back in them fields, man. Do what you have to do. Because we not going. And, it is what it is. So I would have to implore, the white farmers who are, falling on hard times and, things are difficult for them right now. And, there's an old saying, an old American saying. Sometimes you just got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? So, get to work. It is what it is. No odds left Scano. You already know.